presented by Seat77.com. As always, Dave Dabbah is coming to you live from the Super Plus Seat 77 broadcast studio in the heart of Silicon Valley. Now, Dave Dabbah.
North America, good afternoon. I am Dave Dabbah, and this is the Dave Dabbah Big Show for a Friday, the big YouTube channel edition. All right, North America, have we got a huge, I do mean huge, show for you today. Here's what we have for you. The Golden State Warriors, will they lay yet another egg in game number 4? I will tell you, the San Diego Chargers have collected well over 100,000 signatures to attempt to get a new stadium built in downtown San Diego. We've got Andrew Wiggins deciding to not play for Team Canada in the upcoming Olympics. And we have so much more on today's big show, it is not even funny. We even have Dwight Freeney telling all of the National Football League players to stop taking guns to clubs. All of that and more on today's super big show. All right, North America, send us your emails, info@seat77.com. We want to hear from you. We are available, of course, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, The Sound of Cloud, Spreaker, TuneIn Radio, and of course, our big iTunes channel is blowing up, so thank you for all of your support there.
And now, North America, it's time for exclusive coverage of the National Basketball Association playoffs. Will the Warriors repeat, or will another team shut down Dub Nation? Presented by Seat77.com. And now, back to the Dave Dabbah Big Show.
Okay, North America, it is time to talk about the National Basketball Association. And I have to tell you, after watching Game 3 of the NBA Finals, I could not have been as wrong about that game as I was. A 30-point blowout by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hey, Warriors, unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable for that team with that kind of firepower to go on the road against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who they had beaten by over 30 the night before, or 2 nights before. And to just lay an egg like that, absolutely unacceptable. So one of the big questions going into tonight's game number 4 is, will Kevin Love play or not play? And is LeBron James calling all of the strategy and deciding who gets to play and not play? Well, that's probably true. But I will say this, Kevin Love needs to sit on the bench for the entire game. The only time you should see Kevin Love in the game tonight is if the Cavs are getting just flat out blown out, or if it's garbage time and they're up by 15 at the end of a quarter. Kevin Love is your perfect end of a quarter player tonight for your Cleveland Cavaliers. So anyways, for those of you that have been following the big show for the last 6 months, and most of our stuff's been on podcasts, so we haven't done too many videos, but we have basically been saying, and I've been saying this for a while, which is that the Cavs were going to win the whole thing. And then, of course, I had to go back on that last week, or actually earlier this week, when I came out and I said, look, I don't believe in this team. I don't believe in the Cavs. I finally have to switch. Charles Barkley's an idiot for sticking with the Cavs. Charles Barkley's an idiot. I can't tell you how many times I said that in the last podcast about this particular topic. Well, maybe he knows something I don't know. So with Game 4 coming up tonight, the big question, and I've had all sorts of people reach out to me, and they're like, Dabbah, who are you going to pick? And I'm like, God, that's a good question. So I am going to go with the Cavs tonight, because the Warriors didn't show me anything. They showed me nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm going with the Cavs tonight by between 10 and 15 points, and that's how things will end. Elsewhere around the National Basketball Association, we've got Andrew Wiggins deciding to opt out from playing for Team Canada in the upcoming Olympics. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with the viruses or the bugs or the kidnappings or any of that stuff that is going on or will potentially be going on in Brazil this summer. Andrew has decided, and as a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, I have to say I'm excited about this. He has decided to concentrate his efforts on the third year of his career. Fantastic. I wonder if LeBron is actually at the arena right now, whatever they call that Cavs arena. If he's at the arena right now going, God damn it, I wish we had Andrew Wiggins. We screwed up on that one. I would love to have Andrew Wiggins on my team right now.
And now, North America, it's time to get down and dirty for some hard-hitting, concussion-causing coverage of the National Football League. The sport that Dave is so passionate about that he hasn't missed a single play of a Minnesota Viking game for the past 16 years. Presented by Seat77.com. And now, back to the Dave Dabbah Big Show.
Okay, North America, you are just 89 days away from the start of the National Football League season. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for that first kickoff. All right, a couple news and notes for you today from around the National Football League that were just flat out intriguing. Gonna start with Dwight Freeney, who made a plea earlier in the day to all of the National Football League players. And he came out and he said, please, guys, stop bringing guns to clubs. Look, if you're an NFL player and you're bringing a gun to a club, and it's nothing good can come of that. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Dwight Freeney with a fantastic statement a little earlier in the day. All right, so we are based here in the Silicon Valley, and Chip Kelly is in the process of installing his offense. And I would like to get a guarantee in right now, and that is that Colin Kaepernick will not be the starter for your San Francisco 49ers unless there's some sort of injury. But Cap is not going to be your starter. Anyways, so one of the genius or not genius moves of Chip Kelly, it revolves around his running back, Carlos Hyde. Now, Carlos, in the last 2 years, has caught, you can get this, Michael Jordan's number, a collective 23 catches in the NFL in the first couple years of Carlos Hyde's career. So what's Chip Kelly going to do? Well, he's going to turn him into a running back / receiver at some point, and they're going to try to get him the ball a lot out of the backfield. Look, Chip, trust me, not going to work. Wrong guy here. Wrong guy. Not going to work with Carlos Hyde at all. He's going to drop a bunch of passes. He's going to get, even if you complete 50 passes to him this year, they're not going to go for anything. Carlos Hyde's going nowhere. It's just trust me on this. Okay, so elsewhere around the National Football League today, Jim Kelly came out and pointed out the obvious, and I had to say something about this. The Buffalo Bills, and Jim Kelly came out and said, look, if Rex Ryan doesn't get the team into the playoffs this year, he most likely will not be back next year. Hey, no shit, Kelly. Of course that's going to happen. I mean, look, Rex Ryan is under so much pressure to get this Buffalo Bill team into the playoffs. It's not even funny. The Bills have finally decided to spend some money, which they are doing. And Rex, who holds great press conferences, I mean, look, I got to tell you, if this whole coaching football thing doesn't work out, ESPN's calling. Rex, you've got a gig there. Trust me. So I thought that was a fantastic story from the National Football League a little earlier in the day. All right, North America, that is all the time that we have for you today. We want to thank everybody for all of your support on the big podcast. The podcast somehow worked its way into the top 200 podcasts in North America. And I like to say this. It's like being called up from the major leagues. You're in the minors and you get called into the majors, and you have a very short stint in the majors. And that's how long our podcast lasted in the top 200. But we did get called up. So we're super excited about that. So info at seat77.com. For the silent one, I am Dave Dabbah, reminding you that not everyone can be a champion, Ron Rivera, but everyone can act like one can. And good luck, North America.